Welcome to In the Bush. Now, we are in my buddy's basement, here in an undisclosed location, north of my place in Iowa. And this is Manfest. We've been doing this for 8 years. 8 years, this is the 8th annual. We get together, we celebrate all things man. We smoke cigars, drink fine whiskey, eat meats off the grill and the smoker. We have a great time. And I'm taking it to the next level this year. Normally I sleep on the couch. This year, I'm going to be sleeping somewhere out here on my buddy's place. And so these are all my friends. I'm not going to take all the time to introduce them, but there's some really cool dudes here. There's some Iowa Hawkeye football players, and we got some A-10 Warthog pilots. These guys are cool. Listen, it's Manfest. We're celebrating all things man. So join me for a good episode here. We're going to have some fun. From the land of sky to water, water. From the land of sky to water, water. Comes a beer refreshing, comes a beer refreshing, hands a beer refreshing, All right, so I looked around my buddy's property here in this undisclosed location, and I found this horse watering tank or cattle watering tank, and I thought, you know, I need a place that's out of the wind. As you can tell, it's very windy right here, so I need a place that's a little more warm and a little out of the wind. And so I decided that I'm going to turn this into a survival shelter. So this is Conager, by the way. Conager's joining me in the bush today. He's going to help me put together my survival shelter for the night. So I put a tarp down because obviously the snow that's in there is going to melt. And we want to stay dry, obviously. So now I'm going to lay out my sleeping bag. We're going to build a fire on that end, and then we're going to cover the rest of it with a tarp. It's not supposed to rain tonight, so I'm not worried about shedding water. I'm worried about retaining heat. That's the main thing here. So quick, simple shelter build. That way I can get back to the party. So we put a tarp down. Very simple, just to keep the snow from melting and getting me wet. And then we put my sleeping bag right on top of that. We're going to build a fire on the end. Now what we have to do is cover up my midsection, and we're going to simply do that using the Arcturus survival tarp. Okay, so we have the sleeping pad down, the mattress, or the it might as well be a mattress, the sleeping bag down, and then I've got 3 of the corners tied, and then this one corner, I think I'm just going to put a weight, like a piece of wood or something on the end of this, so we can use it as a door. Conager's in there. What do you think, Conager?
It's pretty nice.
It's pretty nice, isn't it? It's actually pretty cozy and pretty comfortable, and it's going to hold a lot of your body heat in because this reflective tarp is so close to, you know, where you're sleeping that it's going to hold in a lot of heat. Plus, of course, at the end here, there's room for a nice little fire later on. So I think Conager and me are we're gonna rig up a door here so we can get in and out on this end, and then we're gonna try to scrounge up some firewood for tonight. Then we'll head back to the party. Okay, well, we have the shelter complete. I'm gonna put a little small fire there. Nothing that's gonna burn for a long time or anything. No big pieces, because I'll be roasty toasty warm in my Hunter Antarctic Wiggies bag. We got cover here, the reflective side on that. Conager here, he's tried it out and he says it works pretty good. He says it's cozy. So got my bag hanging from the tree, and then we've made shift a little door here using this metal rod. Basically you just pick up the metal rod, you can get in and out, and then you just give the metal rod a toss and it'll weigh down the corner. So that's the idea. Should be able to stay covered up. Should be warm, should be dry. That's the plan. So we're going to go back and join the party now.
Haven't heard back yet.
I bet you've never seen a slide of fire like this on in the bush. There's a beautiful sunset that had developed behind us. Gosh, that is gorgeous. Manfest 2022. Holy cow! It's weird saying that. 2022.
Hey, it's February 26th. Manfest. Ricochet problem. There you go, Chip.
You guys suck.
Now we got a grass fire. Oh, where the hell's my truck at?
Who's minivan is gonna get destroyed? What? Only 5? 5. This was a 5.
Goes in.
Another one, Jake.
Huh? Thin spot.
It's 5er. I'm holding it high.
As it blows up in your hand. Oh, it was a 6er.
Hey, Jenny. Yeah. Go inside, turn the light off.
Who's got the chucker?
The outside light.
Man, you guys suck. Let the stupidity commence. Oh! That was close.
Hey, who's got a lighter? Who's got a lighter? Oh, that's right.
Oh man, you were
Who
close.
put the gas on it?
I did.
Hap.
Right there.
That one went in the wrong direction.
What's the over/under on this?
Come on!
Oh! Oh! Jake!
Yeah!
Jake! You did it, Jake. You lit the fire.
Dude, that was outstanding. It's not tuba, it's tuba. Yeah. Oh! Yeah,
So what do you think, Denny? When is this fire useful?
I think when you're out in the bush and it's 20 degrees below zero, this would be just about the right fire you'd need. Yes. 10 feet tall, 8 feet diameter.
I normally the fire like this kind of keeps coyotes away.
That's right.
There were coyotes in Iowa. Coyotes pretty rough.
Oh yeah, you don't want them coming into your campsite, so you need to build a 8-foot diameter, 8-foot tall. Right. All right, we got some fat wood shaved here, and a little bit of dryer lint. And Con is going to use the ferro rod, and he's going to start this fire. So, show us how it's done, Con. Choke up on the knife. There you go.
What's that stuff?
Manfest smash burgers. Look at that.
Little attack, definitely.
You know, Mark, that doesn't suck.
It does not suck.
Oh man, so good.
Smoking on a night train, chewing on a jelly roll. Smoking on a night train, chewing on a jelly roll. Pouring so thick, we don't even know where to go.
So what do you think? Manfest 2022, is it a success?
My man, one of the best ever, maybe the best ever.
I think so. Okay. Like, this has been pretty epic.
Yeah.
And Tuba, who got his name tonight, he did get his name today.
Yeah, he got his name today.
He
But
plays.
I've also showed my ability to be in a guitar player behind someone actually.
He
plays
totally did.
guitar
We should have
really
got some footage of that. So all those guys are saying that it's dangerous that I have a fire in the front of this and that I'm sleeping right there. But I've done this a few times. I know what I'm doing to some extent. I'm gonna get a little fire going. It's only going to be for the next, it's almost 4 a.m. It's only going to be a couple hours before the sun comes out and the temperatures start jacking up into like the 40s. So I'm only worried about having a small fire for about the next 2 hours. So I'm going to look around here and I'm going to see if I can scrounge up enough firewood to keep some sort of a little fire going for the next 2 hours or so. But once I pass out, being as I'm going to be in the Hunter Antarctic sleeping bag, a fire is really not a necessity. All right, Manfest has been a success, and I am sleeping in a cattle watering tank, and I am roasty toasty warm. It's about 20 degrees out Fahrenheit, and I'm roasty toasty warm. All my brothers at Manfest seem to think that I'm going to burn to death in here, so I told them that if I do get cooked, I told them to make sure and eat me and make sure that my meat doesn't go to waste. I don't know whose stupid idea this was, to sleep inside of a cattle trough. Oh wait, it was mine. But this is the smokiest damn shelter I have ever slept in my life. Oh my gosh, I'm literally worried about dying of smoke inhalation here. I don't know if I'll be cooked in the morning, gentlemen, but I'll definitely be smoked. Well, I think everybody's smoked right now, to be right honest with you. Good night, y'all. Alright, so low dipped down to about 20 degrees Fahrenheit last night, and I was roasty toasty warm in this cattle trough out of the wind. It was great for wind, for being out of the wind, and I was snug as a bug in a rug in my Hunter Antarctic sleeping bag. I did just fine. I survived another night, and I survived Manfest, but I still have to make the really long drive home. And it's always, I call it the drive of shame. Well, I'm doing the drive of shame. The drive of shame home from Manfest. This drive always kind of sucks. Anyhow, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this non-conventional episode of In the Bush. And we'll see you next time in the bush.
From the land of sky blue water.